network is our net worth. Hey Mark, what are you doing here? The question should not be, what are we doing here? The question should be, what are we becoming here? But whatever it is that we will become, even if it's only a silhouette of greatness, it will be done through network. A more complicated question is, what is network? Techopedia simply puts it, it is a group or system of interconnected people or things. But I would like to paint a broader picture with a broader stroke and discuss how networks should resonate in our lives as net worth. The symbol that I've come to embrace is that of the Vitruvian man. Arms extended out and upward, and feet standing firm and stretched outward. This work of art by Leonardo da Vinci, it illustrates the perfect proportion of man, and it also characterizes motion. But for me, it symbolizes the up lines and down lines of business. At least that's what marketing strategists come to believe. This is normally the part in the audience where someone nudges their friend and say, well, is he talking about a pyramid scheme? Get rich quick? No. But Holton Buggs, a marketing strategist and a guru, said that in this, it's not a diagram of network marketing, but it is someone that would prefer to get rich slow. If I was speaking to an audience of neurosurgeons, then I would begin to say that there are 100 billion neurons in the brain. The connectivity between those neurons, light network, is 100 trillion. Or if I was going to do a presentation to someone that was an engineer or auto mechanics, then I would begin to say that there are 40,000 parts to an automobile. Which is the most important? Is it the motor? Is the motor more important than the battery? Or is the battery more important than the $4 battery terminal? The answer is they're all equally important, and brought together in unison, can exceed speeds over 150 miles per hour. And you too can join in this system for payments of $100 to $200 some a month. That's about what a car payment should be. But this diagram of the Vitruvian man, you have to notice it makes us take a deeper look at ourselves. And you see he stands in a circle. So we have to ask ourselves this question: who is in our circle? Is it a circle of champions? Or is it a broken circle? When we look at ourselves and we see these people, they'll be in our contacts: Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Meetup, different social sites that we say that are our networking systems. And if they're not bringing us to our purpose and fulfilling our goals and objectives, and we can't do anything for them, if they're not closing the gap to success, then we need to delete them, get rid of them. Network is our net worth. Also, Jim Rohn said that, simply put, you got to get around the right people. Alpha for alpha! First of all, African American fraternity established for unity and brotherhood. The fist joined together represents unity. And oftentimes you will hear someone scream across the college yards, "Link up!" And that's when brothers will come running from everywhere, and they will get in formation, arms and elbows linked together in unity. This unity also describes a group of people, a brotherhood that being established not only from yard to yard, but from college to college, from office to office, getting us into places that you perhaps cannot get into unless you was a brother. And these big brothers, they come walking, and they do as a head count looking at this formation. And he will say, "What are you doing here?" And that brother he asked, he will say, "I'm here to serve my community." Then he would link up and say, "Recite!" And he would begin to talk about his doctrine, his creed, his culture, his belief systems. I love that networking system. But also, in this diagram, you see that he also stands in a square. This square represents who is in your corner. Is it mentors, leaders, people of influence that are pushing you and driving you and pulling you up the mountain of success? These individuals must be looked at carefully in your networking system because they could be worth millions to your goal and to your objectives. Also, looking at this gentleman named Napoleon Hill. He was a young man that was ambitious, and he ran behind another man named Andrew Carnegie at the 19th century. He was the leader of the steel industry. He began to tell Napoleon that he commissioned him to go off and network with his people that he had become associated with without pay. He took him up on his offer, and as he went out, he became more successful than he even hoped to imagine, because he knew that him networking with the likes of Thomas Edison, Henry Ford, J.P. Morgan, John D. Rockefeller, his net worth immediately went up. So Toastmasters, we need to understand that in here we have a wealth of knowledge that we can network with. We have businessmen, Randy, who is a entrepreneur and a handyman, and we have accountants, and librarians, entrepreneurs, all kinds of people that we can network with. So in closing, I want to say that also that Napoleon Hill was a Toastmaster. Network is our net worth. Thank you, fellow Toastmasters.